The topic is interesting. It's into automation in packaging machineries. And if we actually look at Indian industry is going global. And when we are going global, what need to change is quality parameters, the cost, deliveries, scale, everything. And we need to handle all that if we want to be a success in the global platform. Since morning, we have seen excellent panel discussions. And what we have seen or noticed, every panelist talked about the change that is happening around us. Someone talked about sustainability. Someone talked related cost with sustainability or cost, innovation. And the last session was wonderful. I think I could understand maybe 10% of that, IT, ML, IoT and all that. I mean, that talks about the change is rampant. Everything is changing around us. And today, anyone in any field want to be successful need to adapt. So I'll be presenting a snapshot of packaging automation. And so when you will see, automation is not a product that you do this and this is automation. I always say automation is actually a journey. The child is born, the child learns to crawl and then walk and then run, grows up further, cycle, scooter, bike, car, some becomes pilot. Now that's a journey, right? And to me, even automation is also a journey, and I will take maybe overall 15 minutes and take you through what we understand about automation in packaging. And before I start my presentation, let me take half a minute to talk about my company, Signode. So Signode is part of Crown Holding, $12.3 billion from US. We are in India for more than 4 decades. And we provide solutions through our products, consumables, tools, equipments, automation, and services in secondary packaging field. So that's about Signode. In India, we have our manufacturing facilities in Hyderabad, Silvassa, Rudrapur, Dahej, Bangalore. So total 8 different factories in India. So when we talk about packaging automation, so what is automation? Simple, very simple definition is use of machinery to perform the packaging. You know, packaging is like the earlier panelists were talking about. I say, "Jo dikhta hai, wo bikta hai." That's the importance of packaging. And who taught the packaging? I think nature. Coconut shell is nothing but packaging. Tomato, inside when you take puree, there is a packaging. Onion. So the nature has taught us actually packaging. That's the importance of packaging, right? Now, what is the key need for automation in packaging? So when do we do? And as we are seeing what is changing, everyone talk about today efficiency. We talk about speed, we talk about scale. We talk about, we want no-touch solutions. We want no mistake should happen. More human touch, more the chance of mistake. So kind of a mistake proofing, right? And then the government norms or the global norms. All this. And then we talk about the very important aspect, the labor cost is going up and going up quite significantly and very fast. I'm not here to talk about it should not happen. But today, as the leaders for the organization, yes, the cost is going up. Right? Now there are only two options. Charge back to the customers. The second option is do something about it and don't allow cost to go up. I think both are required. But yes, you can't pass 100%. But now the question is, how much can you? Whether it is a technology or innovation, I think every day the change has to happen. Which all industry segments need packaging automation? There is no segment which doesn't need packaging automation. Whether you are in food, beverages, whether you are in metal, whether you are in chemical industry, whether you are textile, pharma, any garments, any industry which manufacturers need to pack. Now there are two options, manual or move forward up the ladder, and that is what is automation. Now when you talk about what are the range of solutions, so we are getting into a little more about actual packing. I'm taking you inside the manufacturing unit. You can imagine any industry, but inside the plant. So you have a conveyor solution for product or the case. Case means the box to handle. Then box to pallet, how you handle the pallet, and then how you store and dispatch. These are the three levels at which we need to handle the products. If the product is lightweight, if the volumes are less, now this is comparative, less and more. You have certain equipments. Now what is that you need to do? You need to imagine a box you have packed. So we are talking about secondary packaging, not primary packaging. So product is inside the box. What all happen? You tape it. You may have to strap it. If you make a pallet, you need to wrap it and then move all these products. If the weight is less, if the volume requirement is less, you have some machines. Earlier you were doing manually, and now you take a one small machine and start doing, that is automation. Automation doesn't mean that something very big. It depends on what is my need and how I move. Now I add few more products or I go global, the scale has gone up. Can I do the same job manually? The answer is no. You have high-speed machines. Two cases where you have a load which is heavy or the same load but high scale. Then you need different kind of machines to pack a product. Now this is also a moving up the scale. Now I go further. So earlier we were talking about individual operations. Now my scale has gone up. The labor, either I put too many labor or I have a system where I need a box to be taped. I need box to be strapped. So the conveyors are beautiful mechanism. It can join different, it helps in integrating different kind of machines. So you put a case at one point and then the conveyor takes it to taping machine, conveyor takes it to strapping machines, labeling, weighing, and it is out. A simple automation. So today, if I say 10 years back, we used to talk about this used to be a non-standard product. Very few industry used to go for it. But today it is a standard product. Every month, people. So what we just change is the length of the conveyors depending on the shop floor and the distance that product need to move. Otherwise, this has also become a standard product today. Now comes is the end of the line real packaging automation. So you have the conveyors, you can have the mono cartons or say the bottles itself. Then comes is a case packing. Then you have to, wrap it around or shrink wrap. And then the cases are conveyed. Now different kind of the conveyors. And then comes is the palletization, where so many boxes are palletized, unitized. And then you have a different kind of conveyor that can take, earlier we talked about one carton moving on a conveyor, and now we are talking about the entire pallet moving on the conveyor. And then the entire conveyor is again strapped, wrapped, and moved out. So these are few of the examples. So the pictures, you can see how the integrated system work, and specifically when the requirement is the volume, the requirement is high speed, and the requirement is no touch, right? And another very important aspect when you are handling the speed is safety. And here you need these automations. These are different kind of conveying systems, right? Which helps to move different kind of products within the plant. We talked about the machine for taping, strapping, wrapping. So this is how you are, in earlier sessions we talked about robotics. So how you integrate robot along with the packaging line. So this is integrated, and like if you see the picture, it is helping us laying the pallet on pallet bag. So this is how the different plants look like depending on the size of the pallet, size of the boxes, weight of the boxes, and the requirement based on the customer requirement. This is another configuration. So if you look at, this is how the product moves depending on, again, the shop floor design. And before the dispatch, now this is the ASRS system, which helps. Now we were talking about, one of the panelists was talking about that there is no space now, and the space is becoming very costly, or space is not available. And that means we use the vertical space in the manufacturing units. And here we use ASRS system. Now this is intelligent system. And so when we say ASRS, it is automatic storage and retrieval system. So we give, the command is given where which pallet or which pack should be in which pocket. And then based on when we get the dispatch order, and the system knows that which material is on one pack, and that material is retrieved and put on for the dispatch. So this is the system also we manufacture, and our customers in India and across the globe are enjoying this solution. So this is a picture from one of our customers in India itself. So it's starting from the box and going up to the dispatch, what we have talked about. And like what I said, automation, it doesn't mean that if we have this, then it is automation. Like what I talked about, are simple manual taping to getting a small taping machine is also an automation for that plant. Who has that one machine, the industry goes for a simple integrated line is an automation. So it's a journey, and journey is, yes, it helps, it needs investment, it gives saving, but ultimately it is a need that decides that we need to automate, and specifically in the current scenario where market is inflationary, there are a lot of other parameters that we need to take care, whether it is the norms, government norms, specifically if we talk about pharma or food, no-touch solutions, then automation is something that comes to our rescue, and we should analyze the need and then put money. At the end, I only say just by manpower reduction doesn't give the payback. We have to actually look at front to end all the benefits and then take the decision. And based on the need only, we should go for the automation. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.